Okay, people. So today is July the 23rd. Okay, and I was just looking at YouTube videos while I'm at my night post and everything, and I saw a lot of shocking things. One of the things that came up on my feed was one of the videos about uh, the woman that acted hysterically when she was in Victoria's Secret. And if I be honest, the first time I saw it, I was watching TikTok videos. My boyfriend had sent me he likes to send me the TikToks and things like that. So he sent me the TikTok with the lady in question and everything like that. We now know that her name is Abigail. Supposedly her name is Abigail. Anyways, when I first saw it, my first instinct was to say, well, maybe the girl had an issue, because my daughter actually knew somebody who she was friends with a woman that she used to live with, Miss Debbie. Miss Debbie actually had a friend who was afraid of cell phones or something like that. I don't know if she was ex-military or whatever, but the woman was scared of cell phones because she felt like the government was watching her, or she had some mental issue when it came to those cell phones, and she would kind of nut up when people would bring their phones around, and she didn't feel safe when people brought out their cell phones around her. But anyways, when I first saw it, that's the first thing that immediately came to my mind. I said, well, maybe she has issues and things of that nature. By the second time I had watched it, it was on YouTube. So I saw a little bit more than I saw on TikTok, and then I came to my own revelation that she was on some other stuff. Okay, so I was watching YouTube. It's like 2:23 now a.m. in the morning right now. I was watching YouTube, and I was watching a lot of people. I wanted to know what other people's opinion was on the subject, but I really wanted to know how Caucasian people felt about it, the women. And they weighed in on it, and they made their own video assessment of it, to where, because every time I saw a video about it, I saw a lot of there were way more thumbs up than there were thumbs down. When I saw the last video and I saw half the thumb down, like 600 something thumb down, I said, oh my God, the hate is real. But I'm not disappointed, honey. My Caucasian sisters actually stepped up and said, hey, we're not owning that. That behavior is not a part of us, and no, you're not going to throw the rest of us under the bus like that. Basically that's what they all collectively said together. They all, agreed that she acted a complete fool, and they let it be known, hey, that's not us. That's not all us. That's just like in the black community, you have people that act a fool too, and I'm here to tell you that ain't us either. Okay, but I was watching one of the videos and whatnot, and gosh, I wish I could remember the YouTuber's name. She seemed like to be a sweet lady. She was commenting on it and everything. I can't remember, because I went immediately to make a video after I saw this. Someone put a description in the link of the comment about what if the roles were reversed or something like that. So I click on it. I'm thinking it's going to be something dealing with a man and a woman or something like that, or, different situation. Okay, the situation was a bit different, but the incident went down in Syracuse, New York. I click on it. This happened I guess about a week ago maybe. But when I clicked onto the video, I was very awestruck. There was an incident going on in the Walmart. You see the police enter the Walmart, and apparently what we're watching is the police's body cam. This is all you see when the police are entering into the Walmart. So you don't see the police, but you see the camera, and it's going through, and they're walking, and they come upon an altercation. They see the black lady with her hands down to her side. She's snapping and everything, because apparently her back is to the police officers. She couldn't see when they came in. So she's going off when they walk up, and the police immediately grabs her by one arm, then he grabs her other arm, and at this time, he never let her go throughout the rest of the video that I could see. He grabbed those two arms, and she's going off, and I know she's saying, don't touch my sister. She's telling the people, don't touch my sister and all this. And those are the two black women on this side. He has one, by the arms, and then the younger black woman is standing off to the side with her child, and she's pregnant with another child in her belly. she's wearing what we call a maxi dress. It looks like a tank top going down to a dress, but it's kind of tight and short. Then off on the other side there, you see two Caucasian women. Upon trying to listen to see what's going on, because they didn't describe what went on in the video and whatnot, the females actually sprayed pepper spray. So the Caucasian females that sprayed the pepper spray, the younger woman who was carrying the child and had the child in tow with her, was saying how, you're not going to say anything to those women. They sprayed pepper spray and it got on my baby, and I'm pregnant. And the whole time the older sister was saying, hey, don't touch my sister. She's trying to protect her younger sister. Now, what transpired before all of that, none of us, I didn't get to see. I didn't see it on the news, but I will be looking it up so I can see, to try to figure out what happened in its entirety. But the thing that got my spirit down is the fact that the police officers never did ask the Caucasian people what happened. They never did. And in situations where race is concerned, they often take sides. The two police officers you can see in the video, they're male and they are white. Sorry, I hate to say that word, but that's how you differentiate us. It is what it is. The Caucasian police officers in this situation, they were white men. And I can tell you this, I'm not happy how they handled the older sister. I'm very, very hurt and upset how they handled the older sister. Now, could the women in the situation have been a bit calmer? Maybe, yes. The older sister, she played into their hands. She played into their hands. And the reason why I say that is because I'm guilty of playing into their hands as well. And when I say there, I'm not saying it to be prejudiced. I'm saying there as in police officers. What we as people don't see outside of looking at the race of the situation, what we don't see on our side of the table is this. We've never been police officers. Well, I don't know who's watching this video, but me, myself, I've been a security officer, but I've never been a police officer. You understand? So their standards of training is different than any other job you'll probably ever face except for the U.S. Army or Marines or some other tactical situation. Okay, they're trained to handle someone at, a certain way. So it's my guess that upon walking into Walmart, I'm disappointed that they didn't talk to both parties, because maybe a situation was already happening. Maybe that was the reason for not speaking to both parties to see, to come to a conclusion about what happened and how to better handle the situation. It appeared to me that they immediately took the side of the Caucasian women, because you damn near jumped on the two little black women. But the older sister, she could have handled her situation a little bit better by showing education and a little bit more reserve. You understand what I'm saying? Because the police officer said, listen, we're going to go outside to my car or whatever. And maybe she could have explained what went on, to him better out there. He was trying to remove her. I'm not taking up for him, because I'm totally pissed with him. I don't like the fact that he, punching her in her face. I don't like that, period. I don't. I don't care if you're a police officer or a grave digger. You don't have a right to hit any woman in their face. I don't care what their color is. What is your deal? You're a police officer, for God's sakes. You know what I mean? And I know good and well that's not in your handbook to punch somebody in the face. Now, the lady, whoever posted the video, I don't know, but they slowed it down in slow motion to where you could see that she was turning her mouth to get ready to bite the officer. And I'm taking up for the lady in this situation, because I felt like I was in a situation before to where I felt like I needed to bite this person in order to let me go, because I felt threatened. I couldn't breathe, and I felt like the situation was getting serious. And I was like, hey, I want you to unhand me, because this is getting out of hand. And the way he had her arms, like I said, throughout the video, he had her arms the whole time. I don't know if he had put her in handcuffs, but she felt some type of pain in order to turn around and feel like she had to bite this man. She didn't bite him to get away. She tried to bite him because he wouldn't listen to her, period. She felt ignored. I felt like he ignored her too. He didn't ask her any questions and things of that nature. Immediately Like, it was totally disrespectful. And you got to understand, when you approach black people, you know, it's down in history that there's a problem with prejudice. So they are already on guard. They're like, oh, snap, you know, police are here. They are white gentlemen. We're dealing with the white women over here. There's already a race tension going on back and forth inside of the Walmart when they approach the situation. If you are a white police officer, don't immediately take the side of the white people, and you don't even know what the hell is going on. At least try to find out what's going on first before you grab people, put your hands on people physically, you know. So I understand, like, I totally understand, you know, it's not right to put your hands or teeth on anybody. I feel sorry that her feelings were so hurt to where she felt like she had to turn, get ready to bite that police officer. I can't believe that she did that, you know. I'm saying I understand her anger. But no, never in the world is it okay to bite anybody. Keep your lips on your face. You know, don't do that. Don't ever give somebody. My mom always told me, don't give somebody something that they don't already have over you. You know what I mean? The more you give a person, that's the more they got on you. And when it comes to police officers, all they want to do is rack up those charges on your butt. Then years on down the line, you wonder, why I can't get a gun license? I'm speaking about me personally. Like, I can't get a gun license because of something that happened when I was about 18 or 19. I had just had my daughter, and I was dating her father. He was very abusive to me. He had just beat my butt, and someone called the police to get him from beating up on me. They locked us both up. And actually, I think he had a knife, and something happened. This is when I was a young girl. I had my daughter at the age of 18. Either way it go, I'm 47 and I cannot get a gun license. Am I going to get a gun still? Yes, I'm going to get a gun still because I need protection. Will I use it quickly? I will be very, very hesitant to use it. However, I'm going to get one. I cannot walk around here and not protect myself or my family. I love my family. And I love me. I want to feel protected. And it was an ugly situation on that video, though, inside of the Walmart. You had other people surrounding the situation who were onlookers, and they was looking at it like, man, you know, they was calling a police officer out of his name and everything because they couldn't believe how he took and he punched her very hard on the face. And the problem with the whole thing about him punching her in the face is this: she was in handcuffs. She was in do you hear what I'm saying? For people that can't hear and understand where I'm coming from, she was in handcuffs. She was already detained. How do you justify punching someone in the face that you have already in captivity? Also, you were there. You had another police officer that was there, and then another lady cop ended up joining in the situation. You're the biggest man of the three. It was two male cops and one female. You were the biggest one of them all. But you decided, because you visibly saw her fixing to bite your... That's so Georgia. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say fixing. You saw this woman getting ready to attempt to bite you on the arm. So in retaliation, you took it. Socked her one. Why? Why? She didn't bite you. She was attempting to, but you kind of moved your arm, You were still safe at the end of the day. But what does this woman go home with at the end of the day? Ask yourself this. What is she going home with at the end of the day? Maybe she didn't go home. I'm pretty sure she didn't go home. She got to spend the night in jail. Her and her sister that's pregnant. And the little black child that was looking on saw what happened. The people in the middle of Walmart, they were black as well, and they saw what happened. We all see what happens. And then you're taking and you're trying to figure out, well, how come black people don't like us? That's why. That is why. I'm speaking for how they feel, how I feel about some things. I'm not prejudiced at all. But you have to understand that it is some people that are just so mean and rude, and it's really, I feel sorry because I feel like it's not your fault. If you're a hateful person and you don't like somebody because of their color, that's one thing. But to get a job to where you have to deal with melanated people and you know you don't like us, step off. That's my message. If you're working in a field where you don't like dealing with us, step off. Let somebody else take over the job that can deal with people with melanated skin. And the reason why I said that comment is because under the comments, I like to read the comments. I always read the comments, okay? And what people need to understand that is you have two sides to every story. You're going to have people that's on the side of the people who's for the situation or against the situation. We both know how to read. We all read the comments. I read the comments, and one of the things I saw, it had 422 likes, I believe. One of the people made a comment and said, I would never want to work in a job where I have to work around melanated people. You couldn't pay me enough. Really? Really? If you're behind a computer screen, nobody knows where you work. Nobody knows who you work with. For all we know, you could be working down the street. You know what I mean? You could be working down the street at the worst job ever with all kinds of people, and we don't know it. You're just making a post to try to, raise racial tension. We don't need the racial tension raised any higher. It's already up there. It never went down, and because of situations like that, it will never go down. And then you have people jumping in, commenting with this, making it. And then when I tried to comment back to the commentator, and it wouldn't let me do it. I was blocked from making a comment back to this person. Do you know why I tried to comment and make a response to this person's comment? Because I'm melanated. I am melanated. I have the prettiest brown chocolate skin. Well, we won't say it's pretty. I got a lot of problems with my skin. But baby, I love my chocolate skin color. As I get older, I didn't know how much I would appreciate my skin color. I really do. You know what I mean? Like, getting older is a trip in itself. But, I have like little moles popping up here and there and stuff. And every day that I see something different that I don't like about what's going on with my skin, I thank God that I was born with a lot of melanin in my skin. It's so pretty and chocolate and brown color. People call it black, but it's actually pretty and brown. Anyway, let me quit goofing off. The seriousness of the situation is this. At the end of the day, we are all people. We are all people, and at the end of the day, I'm so glad that people are showing, you know what I mean? These are not only stories, it's being recorded. Every act of violence, every act of hate that you have against somebody of a different skin color is being recorded, and it's being put on Front Street all day, every day. All that hiding behind computer screens and making nasty comments, it's going to catch up to you. Only we're not going to know that you made that comment. We're not going to know who you are. But you can trust and believe, if you keep on feeling the way that you do, I don't want to work around people with melanated skin, something's going to catch up to you. Person that made that comment. You may not ever see my YouTube channel, but somebody's going to see it. And trust me, you can't be evil and hate inside, and nothing ever is going to come to you. You know what I mean? You're going to have a time to where you're faced with the same situation. But what are you going to do? How are you going to act? Somebody's going to record you and put your butt up there too. So I don't know. I'm just so flung off about the situation. But I'm really flung off about the comment that I read. I'm a reader. I speed read. Like, I was a latchkey kid when I was a little girl before I went to foster care. My mom used to have to go to work. Nobody to watch the kids. Me and my brother were there at home. He was a rambunctious boy. Every time you turn around, Darius was always doing something. But I mainly stayed in the living room where I was told to stay. and I watch TV a lot. So watching TV a lot, they had a show on about Speed Reader. If you look it up, I was born in 1974, so I don't know what year that came out, but it was my thing, like Speed Reader, and it helped me throughout life. And you know, it is what it is. I grew up on Electric Company, Sesame Street. I love Sesame Street, Big Bird, all those people. Those are my friends and everything. And it actually helped me get out of a fire before when I was a little girl. But anyway, that's a story for another time. I'm going to end this video by saying that this world is getting rough. And I'm always going to go against what's not fair. I don't care what it is. Fair is fair, right is right, and wrong is wrong. Racism, being prejudiced and acting hateful, that's just wrong. It's wrong. You mean to tell me you can walk up to a person and on sight, they don't have to say hey or bye to you, you just straight acting nasty. Your thing is to act ugly to that person. And people, you gotta check yourself. Check yourself. Don't wait till somebody check you. I don't care if you black, white, or whatever. You're Mexican, Puerto Rican, Chinese, Japanese, whatever. Wherever you from, be proud of where you from. Be proud of yourself. You know what I mean? Even if you're not even proud of your parents, be proud of who you are individually. But always, don't wait till somebody. I always tell kids this: don't wait for somebody else to check you. When you know you got bad behavior, check that stuff at the door. Check that stuff yourself. Ask yourself, is this the right way to react? Because a lot of times as an adult, we'll act like the people that raised us, which doesn't make how you act the right way to be. Check yourself. See if you're acting right. Check that. All right, peoples. Peace.